Hi, hey, hello. It is I, once again, Venomous Valkyrie, and today I'm going to be redesigning some old characters because I felt like it. One of my favorite pastimes is looking through my old characters and picking through them and seeing which ones I could repurpose and try to put a new twist on them. I have a ton of characters that I've made but never used, and they need a new life, so yeah. Some I may use more than others, I don't know yet. It depends how I feel about them afterwards and if I can come up with any ideas. But as of now, I think a lot of them are going to be just background characters for Bad Scientist. Unless I have any ideas for them, like I said. As of now, I'm trying to come up with some apocalyptic... I can never say that word. Apocalyptic characters, because all the current cities are abandoned and the only surviving life is all the animals around. I won't discuss too much of it here for spoiler reasons, but that's basically what I'm trying to go for, Apocalyptic 5 for these guys. As for this first design, I don't even remember designing this character in the first place. I just randomly found her while looking through my folder again one day, and I'm like, yes, perfect. She'll be perfect for the apocalyptic theme that I'm going for. To be honest, there wasn't much to change about her. All I needed to do was add a few more details and update her in my current art style, and there, she's done. Although I had a huge struggle drawing that gun. And getting the hand on in the right position, I kept drawing it the wrong way. I had a big brain moment. But yeah, I have nothing much to say about her. As for this guy here, I bet none of you know this, but this was Richard before Richard. This was his original design before I turned him into what he is now. I never posted anything about it or shared it anywhere. Also, his original name was Sparky, which is totally not generic by any means. Totally not generic at all. Believe it or not, I made this particular design in one of those dress-up games, particularly Puppy Maker. Before Flash died, I loved to go into dress-up games and make characters out of them. It's still an activity I'd love to do if Flash wasn't dead. So I basically changed up this dude's entire outfit and some of his markings to separate him from Richard. Like the lightning bolt pattern on his nose, for example. His outfit was a little bit of a struggle to color, but I eventually got it right once I fooled around with it just enough. As you can see in the speed paint. I made pretty much all of his clothing black except his shirt and his vest and his eyes. I think the red on the eyes and the vest really make it pop from the rest of the design. And to further go along with the whole vibe I'm going for, I ripped up some of his clothes, gave him a ripped vest and some ripped jeans. And I tried to make him look very skinny and malnourished, but I don't think I did a very good job. He probably also has some sort of weapon too, but I don't feel like drawing a bunch of weapons right now. I'm not very good at drawing weapons, that's why. So yeah, here he is. I'm pretty happy with the results. Oh yes, I am really excited about this character here. This girl right here is my adopted daughter. In 2018, I adopted her and a few other characters off of someone on DeviantArt I don't remember the username of. Most of these characters I've drawn once and never did again, but I've actually drawn her a few times before. But I never really developed her or anything. She was just a character I like to draw every now and then. And I still love her to this day. So I decided to fit her into the Bad Scientist series. I don't know if she's just going to be a background character or a character I'm actually going to develop, because I'm really mixed on it at the moment. I don't want to cram too many characters into Bad Scientist yet. I just want to work on the main characters first before I add more characters in. And when I do decide to add more characters in, they're going to be, like, added in later down in the series. They're not going to be in, like, the first episode or anything. Unless absolutely necessary, but I want to keep the character count low for the first episode. At most 5 characters in the first episode I want to introduce. And even that sounds a bit much. I might just have to keep some of them brief. I just want to mainly focus on the main 2 characters. Y'all know who I'm talking about if you've been keeping up with my socials. Rambling aside, I already made one redesign of her, but I forgot to record it, unfortunately. So I ended up drawing another one just to record it, and I changed a few other things. I got rid of the stripy tail because I thought it would be too much to animate. I could keep it in, but it just feels like it'd be too much of an hassle to animate. As for her clothes, they were gonna be completely black originally, and then I ended up trying a green on it, and I ended up liking that infinitely better, and I added a camo pattern to it too. I also gave her a bunch of belts and a bandana because I'm obsessed. And yet again, the ripped clothes have returned to go with the whole theme I'm going for. I'm not saying the word because I can't pronounce it already, as you've seen earlier in the video. In the original redesign, she had short gloves. I ended up making them longer past her elbows and leaving a little rip for a tuft of fur to hang out, which I like a lot better. And I added this shoulder pad thing with spikes on it. I saw it on some other character design, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna add that in because why not? It looks cool anyway. As for her one eye, she's probably gonna be like some sort of mutant experiment that escaped from the lab and ended up on the surface world in the abandoned cities. Or there's probably a nuclear area that she was in or born in. I don't know. I know it's rare to get mutated by radiation. You're more likely to die than get mutated, but it's my story. I do what I want. She could be one of those rare exceptions anyway. Or radiation is completely different in my universe. Who knows? Anyways, here she is, and I love her to pieces.